And good morning. Welcome to another of our South Dade Chamber of Commerce shout outs. Today, we're so excited to have Lucia Soria, who is the CEO of Ramtech Construction and also the incoming chairperson of the South Dade Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Les. I'm delighted to be here today.
I'm so excited about this, but there are so many people out there that after this show for sure are going to use you for an example and a role model. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Been in business now for 22 years. This is not my first career. My first career was an elementary school teacher, and I did that for 14 years right here in the feeder pattern for South Miami. I taught at Sylvania Heights Elementary for 14 years, and then construction found me. And for the last 22 years, I have been leading Ramtech Construction. We're a site civil underground utility company that specializes and self-performs all earthwork, water, sewer, and drainage construction. We have been on some major projects within various cities and municipalities. Right now, I would have to say that one of my favorite projects is that we're at the Miami World Center in downtown Miami with multiple GCs and really changing the spectrum down there, and we're very proud to have been the contractor down there. Along with that, I'm a wife. I've been married for almost 40 years. I'm a mother of two grown children. I'm a grandmother of two, which are the sunshine of my life right now, really enjoying this season of my life. Other than that, I'm a super community advocate. I am on various boards and feel that behind it all, we have to give back and pay it forward. So I am on the WE team of the Pay Center for Girls. I'm a director with the National Association of Women in Construction. I sit on the advisory council for the Moss School of Construction Management with FIU. And I think my most challenging and probably most rewarding is going to be this coming year, working side by side with you and helping our South Day community and our businesses move forward as incoming chairperson for the chamber.
Wow, all of that, and you still found time to come here and sit down with me.
Absolutely.
I have to tell you that I was on the phone with one of the folks from my office, and they told me that they were actually on a Zoom call with you this morning before you got here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We're planning a great event, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, in a little while. But we got to make use of the best time that we have, and you have a great staff that we're working with, and we're really, even though we're small and mighty, I mean, we're really getting out there and making things happen for our small businesses.
So I have to say, you are the third person that has come in that I've talked to. Another very, very exciting young lady is Breezy Lisa, who actually started out in education. I mean, and for a long time, not for 1 or 2 years, and then something else fell on them. And I like the way you said it found you, but and you were able to take that foundation and move it to, I hate to say the next level because being a teacher is so important. But tell us about that. How does that happen?
Well, when you really break down teaching, you have to look at the management skills. To be a great teacher, you have to be a great manager. You have to be able to manage curriculum. You have to be able to manage people. And in business, that translates beautifully because you have to manage clients and you have to manage staff and employees. And if you're able to do that effectively, you can take your skills that you have acquired through teaching, one of them being observational skills, being extremely organized, being able to read people, being able to adapt to people's personalities in order to transfer information. And a great teacher is a great communicator. And if you can communicate and learn how your students learn, and you can take that to the private sector or to, becoming an entrepreneur or working in a different field, you're going to be successful because those skill sets are inherent and you're going to be able to transfer those skill sets to whatever you may be, whether it's construction or business or banking. And teachers are very effective managers. And if you can get a teacher on board who has left the system for whatever reason or is retired and is looking for that next opportunity, I guarantee you're going to get a great employee.
Wow. Okay. But construction, I mean, and not only just construction, but successful at construction. Tell us a little bit about Ramtech.
Sure. Well, Ramtech, as I said, was founded in 1998, and we have been servicing our South Day community probably, Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade County. And, why construction? Well, why not? There's a need.
Hmm.
And when you can fill a need and you can find a niche, as we have, we have been up and down in construction for many years, right? There's been recessions, there's been times where you have to be really, tight, and then you can grow, you have to be able to cautiously grow. But why what I do? Because it's needed in every type of construction.
Mm.
So whatever the program may be, it could be a 50-story building, it could be a school, it could be a mansion, it could be whatever it is, that particular service is needed, and that's why Ramtech does what it does. But Ramtech is not an I situation. Ramtech is a we. We are a team. We have a great staff. We have great project managers that I'm very proud of. We have great administration, and our workforce is top notch. We are recognized throughout the county and throughout the municipalities that we work with an excellent reputation. We are recommended not only by the engineers that design the work that we install, but by just the word of mouth of, these are people that you can count on. And my biggest thing with Ramtech that I tell my clients, my marketing is I am there before, during, after. I am there pre-construction, I am there during construction, I am there after construction. So we are a phone call away. We show up, we do what we need, and we do it with quality, and we do it with dignity, and we do it with pride.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So let's shift gears just a little bit because today is your very first day
It is.
as the chairperson for the South Dade Chamber of Commerce. And so for me coming in, I came under the leadership of Julio Guzman, and getting me on the track and showing me the direction that he was interested in the chamber going in. And for me also, when I came in, it was a new person.
Sure.
So now you're the new person. Okay. So I'm interested in how that feels for you taking over this organization, which will continue to grow.
Personally, I'm thrilled. I'm excited. For me, it's a new adventure. It's a new journey. It's an opportunity to impact not only small businesses but our South Dade community, which is very important to me. I have lived in South Dade for many, many years. I am very proud of all the industries that we have, and my vision is very clear. And it all goes back to education, right? It all goes back to teaching our small businesses the resources that we have, bringing in opportunities for growth and change and professional development for someone who may not have had the opportunity to, let's say, go to college, but there's a certification program, there's a trade program that they can go ahead and take and improve and provide for their family. So my love for education will never leave me. I'm a teacher at heart. And what I want to bring to the chamber are all those opportunities for the vast growth of small companies that may be stuck, may not know how to get a small business certification, which may open the door, may not know how to do business with Miami-Dade County or Broward County or the public school system, and bring that education down to them and give them that opportunity to walk in through the door of the next level of their business.
So I was going to ask you what your vision was
There you
for the
go.
chamber, but there it is. It just you put it right out there. Perfect. So we have always thought that we needed to do different events throughout the year. We've kind of shifted gears just a little bit. As you said, we have a tremendous staff, and I'm really really excited about what our folks are doing. This past summer, we had a couple of students from the different high schools in South Dade. Commissioner McGee's office provided us with that, and what an experience working with, quite frankly, the next generation. And we're going to come back to young professionals, but um, we have a breakfast that's coming up here
Yes.
soon. Can you tell me a little bit about that and who you're bringing in and why?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think before we talk a little bit about the breakfast, we want to remind everyone that on September 5th, we have the military day with the Marlins out there. So if you have a chance to support our military, get in touch with the chamber to see how you can help. Obviously, with things that are going on around the world, we want to be very supportive of our military families, and we have very different aspects that we are working with the chamber to help our militaries in our South Bay community. But the breakfast on the 23rd is important because as a person in construction, the most important thing that we have to offer our employees is safety. We want to get them home the same way they came to work. So there's a program out of USF, which is a safety consultation program that is free to all businesses, general industry, construction, agriculture, and maritime. And what they do is they come out to your business or your place of employment, and they take a look, they do an observation, and they do a write up, and they talk to you about maybe hazards that they see or how you can improve your safety environment for yourself and for your business. And the key component here is that this is a free program, and they are directly working with OSHA so that their job is to keep you safe so that OSHA doesn't come in and find you for an issue that could have been prevented, right? At the end of the day, we want everyone going home. So Gabriel Garcia will be presenting for us on the 23rd at South State Bank at 8 in the morning. Space is limited because obviously we're still following all our guidelines and protocols. So please make sure that you go in and register and find out how you can improve your business through a consultation program that's absolutely free, that is there to just improve the quality of what you provide for your employees, for yourself, and for your business.
Okay, excellent. So circling up on that issue of safety, and this was kind of why we put that there. Safety is something that we a lot of times we know we need, but we take for granted. Very interestingly, you went to my next topic, which is our military. And as a military retiree, I'm very in tuned to what we're doing in our community and nationwide. Right now, we're having an issue. And the safety of our military is something that we think about, but we don't think about the safety that they bring to us. Okay, and those young men and women that are out there, especially outside of our borders, put themselves in front of the flag so that we can stand behind it.
Absolutely.
And so we need to let them know that we appreciate them. And as you brought up, the Miami Marlins has so graciously helped us put together a military appreciation day. And that will be on September 5th, which will be the day before Labor Day. So come out to the stadium, support the Marlins, support our military. I also want to mention that quite a few of our South Dade Chamber of Commerce members chipped in to sponsor the tickets. Okay, we have over 300 tickets.
It's phenomenal.
That we have purchased at a great price, and the Marlins did this for us. But our team members, our SDCC team, came up and say, hey, folks from the Harb, that's the Homestead Air Force or Air Reserve Base, folks from Southcom,
Yeah.
folks from all of you, the Coast Guards, the District 7, which is a very, very underrated group of people because they are truly out there. The reservists up in Broward County, all of those folks are important to us. And we're going to show them that we appreciate them on the 5th of September. And I also wanted to thank all of our team members,
Absolutely.
that came up and answered the bell and helped pay for those tickets. Very cool. Along with safety comes health.
Mhm.
And we are, when I say we, I mean the South Dade Chamber of Commerce, are very, very in tune to our community. Okay, and it's not just about business. And the reality of it is, you can have all the business in the world, but if you don't have a community surrounding you, okay, a community that you live in, a community that lives with us, what good is it?
Sure.
And so you have been so hard on me. I'm pushing these health fairs. Please tell me what's driving you there.
What drives me is that without health and wellness, we are nothing. We can't do nothing. We can't succeed. We can't go on. We can't enjoy. So anytime that I have had an opportunity to lead an organization, I bring about a wellness fair. What does that entail? Well, first of all, there are many pillars of health. And if you haven't had the opportunity, it's not just physical. There's intellectual, emotional, financial, environmental. There's many, many pillars. So the idea is to bring the resources that we have in South Dade to the attention of our residents. Why more so now than ever? Because we're coming out of a pandemic. We're still struggling with pandemic. We are now seeing incredible numbers, multi-generational issues with mental health. So what I want to do, along with the staff and all our partners that are joining us, and I'd like to shout out Miami-Dade College, the Homestead campus, because they will be hosting us on October 16th, and we're putting together a wellness fair to let our community know that South Dade is rich in resources. A lot of them are free resources for children, for young adults, for regular adults, for the older generation. So we're putting together from vaccines to One Blood to dental program. I mean, the college is really highlighting their programs, and we're going to have multiple vendors and multiple activities. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have activities for the kids so that people come out into a very safe environment that promotes wellness, and so that you don't feel that you're alone, that if you're depressed, you're not the only one. There's resources out there. That if you're looking for a chance to better your occupational wellness, if you're not happy with your career, there's other careers, there's others opportunities to do other things. So this is why for me it's so important to bring a wellness fair to our South Dade community, because we need to highlight the resources that we have within our community, and we need to share with our community members, our residents, and those that are less able in capacity to come out. We want to provide them that opportunity to know what we have out there. And that's why the Wellness Fair, October 16th, Miami-Dade College, Homestead Campus from 9 to 2 is going to make a difference and impact our community.
So who can come to the health fair?
Everybody.
Okay, regardless of where they're from, race, creed, color, financial.
Absolutely. Come on down. Come on down for the morning, for the afternoon. Enjoy a day of activities that are going to be geared for all generations. So your entire family, your extended family, come on down. Do not feel alone. Do not be afraid. There's someone out there ready to help you. And all you have to do is ask.
Perfect, perfect. It's we did a small one up north in Cutler Bay just to kind of fine tune and figure out the things that we need to do. But this is actually going to be a big event.
This is going to be a very, very big event with multiple vendors, multiple association, multiple partners through the chamber that are going to come out to provide their services, provide goodies, provide education, provide instruction and resources. So yes, it is going to be a big event for us, and hopefully the first of many to come.
And remember that it is on the campus of the Homestead campus of Miami-Dade College.
That is correct.
So very, very excited about that. What other kind of workshops are we looking or trying to get put together for the our community?
Well, absolutely. November 4th, we have just confirmed with the Small Business Division of Miami-Dade County a workshop to help our businesses learn how to become a small business enterprise. There are many certification programs that allow all kinds of businesses, whether you're in construction, whether you're in goods and services, architectural engineering, to have an opportunity to engage directly with the county and other companies that have to meet certain goals. And those goals have been set by Miami-Dade County and Small Business Division. And in order to meet those goals, you have to have small businesses that are certified, be able to provide the service or the goods and so forth. So one of the challenges in our community is language barrier. And although we are bringing this down, one of the conversations that I had is, do we have the services or do we have an interpreter? So the answer is yes. We're going to have that available. We also have a member of our chamber that has very graciously and very willing donated time, that she'll be willing to donate time twice a month to sit with companies who are having a hard time or are struggling with the paperwork. Yes, there is paperwork that needs to be filled out, but once you know what you need to do it, you just get it done. You go through the process, you go through your interview, and if you end up being a small business enterprise certified firm, there are people looking for you to give you the opportunity to do work. Yes, you have to earn the work. Yes, you have to bid the work, but the opportunity is there. You just have to knock at that door, do your share, and then reap the benefits of being awarded projects, because you can do the work and you're a certified firm. So that's one of the workshops coming up. We're also teaming up and participating with the Small Business Matchmaker program that the Homestead CRA is putting together. We're doing that September 29th. to see what other services we can provide our businesses and to highlight that. And of course, we're always working with the FIU Trade Certification Program. So if anyone is interested in learning different trades, getting their OSHA certification, etc., that is something that we can guide you. So I think, September, October, and even early November, we have our plates full with various activities. And we're very happy to be coming out into the community, not having to do everything via Zoom, but being out there face to face. There's certain something beautiful about interchanging with people and having those conversations. So I'm very excited about coming in. I'm very open to ideas. I am encouraging committee participation and membership to come out, give your ideas, give your support, and highlight your business.
Super. And that's a major part of the chamber. And that's why we feel that it's important for us to be part of that community. And our community stretches from, well, they say 184. We have folks in Cutler Bay. In fact, I want to mention that Cutler Bay right now is doing a cash program, the Cutler Bay Cash Program, which folks, please, just Google it, Cutler Bay Cash. Everything will pop up for you. It's a tremendous program. There's a video there by that Mayor
Mirbot.
Mirbot did, which really explains the whole thing. And I recommend that everybody take a look at this and see again how we as a community can help each other. Another community event that we're doing over at Baptist Health is their annual Halloween Drive Boo.
Right.
Which even with COVID last year, they had over 500 cars.
Very successful. And this year, I think they're planning for a bigger crowd.
Right. And so it's just another example of how we as a community come together and we do things that keep us strong. We do things that keep us happy. And sometimes, as you said, we just provide help. We have several members who have voluntarily said, hey, we will meet you at the chamber. We'll show up. We'll give you whatever assistance you need so that you too can be successful. So as a chamber, our business is your business. Okay. But we are also very much involved in what's going on in our community.
Absolutely.
Looking at the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Young professionals. We've had several on the show. And we want to have a couple more on the show. What is your vision?
Well, absolutely. I'd like to thank Julio last year for initiating the young professionals because I think we need a succession plan. At the end of the day, we need to have that next generation interested in maintaining and pushing the vision of the chamber. So my vision for this year is to increase the young professional participation and have them sit in the various committees, not isolate them in one committee, but have them sit in the various committees because we need their ideas. We need that young blood. We need, what are your ideas? They're tech savvy, they're media savvy. And I would love to incorporate those ideas into our regular committees. And then as they have that momentum, as they know that they have the support of everyone on that committee, eventually they will fly on their own. And I think it's a great idea to, all the young professionals. And I think that right now we have about 7 or 8 that are committed to working on these committees. Bring them out, have them give their spiel about what they're looking for. Because, my vision of my business may be totally different from what they're doing. There's so many new platforms on making money. There's so many new platforms on business development, and they have those ideas.
I'll tell you what, I had a tremendous conversation with Drake Peterson, and he just blew me away of what he is going to do with Peterson Harley Davidson. And this is just a young guy that at some point is going to have the reins and is going to take over. And there are a ton of them. Paolo, Angel, sure. Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
These youngsters, I don't want to call them kids. These
young professionals.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Are willing to be us in the future. So at some point we can step aside and let them take over.
Let them fly. Let them fly. Absolutely.
And it's what I'd like to do. I was talking to Tommy, the producer. We have a studio in the back where we can have 4 or 5 people in a setting that's comfortable and just have them come in and talk about what they have on their minds for where South Dade is going. Quite frankly, all of Dade. But we're looking at our community, and they're here, and right now they belong to us.
Absolutely.
So I think we should just run with it.
No,
So
it's really important because if you haven't visited South Dade lately, you see the amount of development that we have.
mhm,
And that amount of development means a lot of young families, a lot of people moving to our community. And that's going to lead to new businesses popping up in our community, which would be great because it goes back to that whole quality of life, right?
right.
Work and play in the same place that you live in. So having these young professionals with us, their businesses may be in the South Dade area. They're going to live in South Dade area. It's a great succession plan for us and for the Chamber's mission to continue.
Perfect, perfect. The other thing I want to talk about is women. Obviously,
Mm,
this is right up your
right
alley.
up my alley.
Okay, but tell me something. What as far as what your ideas are for fostering women in business?
Well, we already do that on the construction. And as I mentioned, I sit with the National Association of Women in Construction, and we have a lot of professional development certifications that we offer through that organization for women who want to climb the ladder, so to speak, within the construction industry. Now, the construction industry also has so many career opportunities, right? And that's that. Right now, there are the Beacon Council just came out with a $10,000 grant style application for women owned businesses to promote them, to help them grow. I know that FIU is going after a grant that's going to be specifically to help women business owners.
Mhm.
They have programming for entrepreneurship, for startups. So there's many things out there that I can bring to the table that I am engaged with to show a woman how to start her business, how to write a business plan. For example, Florida Department of Transportation. If you are in the construction industry and you want to become a disadvantaged business enterprise, that again is a certification that allows you to do work with FDOT, they have free training programs. How to bid,
Mhm.
how to put a business plan together, how to look for work, how to engage. So all those things are available out there, and I've been blessed enough to have knowledge and have the network to be able to bring those programs down to South Dade and help women, minorities, and any business grow. Of course, as a woman, it's special to my heart to empower young ladies, and I do promote the construction industry as a great industry for women to grow in. Even though we're still the minority, it's still a very advantageous industry. And what I preach to the girls is that you always want to be financially independent, and construction allows you to do that.
Wow, exciting, very exciting. These are just some of the things that are happening here in South Dade. The chamber is here. We also have Chamber South, which is our partner up north,
Absolutely.
and they do a tremendous job. A little bit to our south, the Key Largo Chamber of Commerce. It's kind of interesting because personally, I'm sandwiched in between these two chambers who are both run by women. And so I feed off of them often, okay, what direction about, what do you think of this, and it's the information sharing that we do is just, it's tremendous.
Well, that's very
Yeah.
powerful, right?
And it's going to do is help us grow in a managed way, in a essential way. So the other thing that we have that's coming up that I really need to make sure that folks know about is our golf tournament.
Okay.
We missed that last year between COVID and everything else that happened, but we're bringing that up again. This golf tournament will go to help funding some of the programs for the military and some of our initiatives for new businesses. Your past history with that, actually, you came on right. Was it right before that? Or?
Right before that, I have
Yeah.
not had an experience with a golf tournament in this particular association organization.
Mhm.
I've had that experience in NAWIC. We used to do golf tournaments all the time. So I already have quite a few committee folks that have that experience that are willing to come on board and help us produce a very successful golf tournament.
Super. So, folks, if you're interested in helping out with our golf tournament, please come on board. We do need sponsors. We have a couple of major sponsors already on board. South State Bank, thank you so much. They're always there for us. South State also helped us with our poker run,
I was going to
which
mention the
is
poker
coming up
run.
on the 18th. I'm really excited about that. The poker run will actually expose everyone who is participating to businesses here in South Dade that are members of the chamber. And so by going and making stops to pick up a card, you'll actually visit this business. We'll all end up at Snebley's, where we'll have a silent auction. The person who has the best hand will win a prize. We do want to thank Mercedes of Cutler Bay for donating an incredible watch. I think next week or the week after, I'll try to have that here, so you can
Wonderful.
see it. But again, members of our community coming together to help us help everybody,
Absolutely.
and that's it's so important. What I need to do real quick, again, I'd like to recognize our new members. We've been averaging probably 3 to 6 new members a week.
That's phenomenal.
So this time, so let me ask you a question real quick. What do you call attorneys, a bunch of attorneys who join the Chamber of Commerce? The answer to that is a good start.
I was going to say lucky. They got into a good chamber.
Well, we had 2 law firms actually who joined the chamber this week. I'm very, very excited. Alex Gonzalez, the Gonzalez Law Firm, has joined, as well as Darren Russo and Adam Baumel. They have the Russo Baumel firm, which is now also a member of the chamber. And that helps us because every now and then when we have these groups of people that sit in and we want to talk about the different things that we can and cannot do, it's great to have an attorney in the room to say, okay, that's not a good idea.
I agree.
And there's so many people that think, okay, I can do this and have the attorney get me out of trouble, where the attorney would say, you know what, if you ask me first,
You wouldn't be in trouble.
yeah, we can save that step. I also want to recognize Rock and Rose Lawn Care, Amaya Gides, who has also joined, and we're excited to have them. We're working on a couple of projects, actually a project on the base, on the Harb, which there's just a lot of work where the military can actually provide back to our community by hiring contractors that come from our community.
Absolutely.
And so we're working on that also. So, this has been a great half hour. I've had a lot of fun. It's
Me
been
too.
very informative for me. I really, really do appreciate you being here, taking the
pleasure.
time out of your schedule. There's no phone. I took her phone away from her. I made her put it over there and
Yeah.
turn it off.
That's right. That's right.
But this is great. I'm really looking forward to this upcoming year. Not just the knowing that we're going to get a lot of things done, but I really think we're going to have fun.
I think we are going to have fun, and I would say to all our South Dade community members, join the chamber, give a part of yourself, invest in yourself. What I do is I invest in myself. I invest in my community. Good things happen. So if you have some spare time and you want to join a committee, you want to give us your ideas, you want to roll up your sleeves and make your community better, please join us. We'll be happy to have you.
And there you go. I couldn't have closed that out any better myself. Thank you, folks. We will see you next week. We're kind of flipping back and forth. We have a couple of exciting people who want to come on board, so we're going to have to make them bid for it.
That sounds good.
Until then, have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Be safe.